So Libra, at the end of your Scorpio season reading, we asked for a hint about what this full moon eclipse, this closing out cycles, karmic cycles, was going to be about for you. And the archetype that came out was the exorcist, freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. And certainly looking at the major and the dice that's come out for you today, with the 8th house, this is shared resources, intimacy. Cancerian energy talks about home and hearth and emotional nurture. It's that sort of mothering energy. And then with Saturn, Saturn is the karmic taskmaster. Saturn talks about authority, boundaries and structures. And with this sun energy, which is what it is you've been struggling with, the sun is all about happiness, illumination, joy, abundance, really seeing things. So I think this karmic cycle that you're closing out, this is all to do with mastering, Saturn, emotional security. There's that Cancerian energy. And then with this 8th house, as I say, this is intimacy, shared resources. Looks like you've been struggling with that. And the reason that you've had this struggle, Libra, is to put you in a position where you're able to free yourself and others from destructive impulses. So congratulations, Libra. Let's get you some tarot. Over the next 6 months, you are finally shaking off any difficulty with regards to intimacy, mastery of intimacy, shared resources, you know, emotional security, that kind of thing. So let's get you some tarot, see what's going on. All right, amazing. And of course, once now you've done this, there's that sin energy. Brilliant. All right, let's have a look. Crossed by the devil, the things that pull your strings. Yeah, there's that exorcist energy, getting rid of the things that you give your power away to, manipulation, that kind of thing. Okay, just to say, Libra, the content that I upload, the topics, that is formed very much by your feedback. So if you do enjoy your reading today, please strike that thumb of love and light, and we'll do some more of these in the future. Right, let's have a look. So underlying energy, 7 of Swords, planning, strategizing. Sometimes the 7 of Swords can talk about plans that haven't been very well thought out, but often the 10 of Swords does point to planning to exit a situation. So with regards to this exercising, you know, sort of shadow attribute, fear of facing your own demons. So facing your own demons, exercising those. Looks like there's a lot of work that you've been doing here, and certainly in the past we've got the nine of Wands, Page of Wands. I think looking at this for you, this sense of happiness, joy, focus that you're now coming into is coming in after a time of getting to a point where you're absolutely exhausted, thinking, I'm not entirely sure how much longer I can do this, with regards to intimacy, shared resources, not having any boundaries, any structure, not feeling as if I have any authority or autonomy in what I'm doing, because I've been giving my power away. It does look like more recently there is an understanding here, you know, picking something and sticking with it. The 9 is an overwhelmed, overworked, overburdened, fed up of the fighting, fed up of the struggle kind of energy. But it does look like there's been some kind of conclusion here that's come in for you. You understand that's what I need to look at, that's what I need to focus on. Probably this sense of emotional security, understanding where it is. You give your power away. So with this devil energy, we've got Saturn, which is the ruler of Capricorn. So there's that sort of Capricornian devil combo. So yeah, it's the things that pull your strings, to be honest with you, Libra. The sense of emotional security, mastering your own sense of emotional security is what it is that's been blocking you from being happy. With your energy here, with this 4 of Cups, this can be a sense of apathy, looking at things, thinking, I'm not sure if this is going to be fulfilling for me. I'm not sure if this new opportunity is any different to what we've got going on. So it could be that your sense of feeling happy with things has been manipulated by your sense of emotional security. How, you know, how secure you feel is how happy you are. It looks like that this is the sort of the mantle that you're throwing off. So it looks like the universe has probably, looking at this, has probably made you feel incredibly insecure, emotionally in order to get you to free yourself from these destructive impulses. We all have them. Around you, we've got temperance energy. This talks about a realignment, rebalancing your energy after making changes. Temperance comes in after the death and rebirth card, so it does look like you have been purging a lot of these things, exercising them, getting them out of your system, understanding what does make you feel secure and kind of sticking with those. Temperance could be Sagittarius energy for some of you, but it does talk about a moderate temperate approach, realigning your energy and moving forward. In your hopes this month, Seven of Pentacles, there's definitely a hope here of a harvest, of a reward for all of the work that you've been putting in. Seven of Pentacles does talk about harvest, so you've been doing your due diligence, doing all the work, understanding where you feel exhausted, really pushing yourself to a point where you're thinking, oh wow, and then finally this really looks like a breakthrough here. So yeah, there's a hope here now that you've done all of this work, you've had a look, you've exercised your demons. What am I going to get back? Surely now I've done all of this work, surely there's something here coming in for me. There's some kind of reward, universe. What's going on? Oh, right, okay, so incoming, we'll get you a clarifier for that. We've got the Hanged Man. Hanged Man can talk about stasis, it can talk about seeing things from a different perspective. If it does look like things aren't moving forward, often there's actually things going on underneath that we can't really see. And then we've got the Eight of Swords and the outcome. This talks about oppressive ideas. So with this Sun energy, often times with the Eight of Swords, it's more about our own thoughts, or an oppressive thought, or thoughts about a situation, your thoughts, other people's thoughts, that keep us stuck or stop us from understanding how we're going to move forward. So we'll get you a clarifier for that. And then the outcome, amazing, we've got the Two of Wands. So Two of Wands talks about, this is you taking whatever this is, this thing that you're thinking, understanding really works, the one thing that you need to feel secure, picking it up and running with it, setting out on that path, choosing it. Let's get you some clarifiers. We'll get you the Hanged Man, this Eight of Swords, and we'll get you the Two of Wands as well, Libra. Right, yeah, so this sense of apathy, you know, it does look like there's things and opportunities around you in the past, your experiences, you've had things, you know, but it may be that your difficulty with emotional security with regards to shared resources or intimacies really kind of taken the joy, the fun out of things, and left you sort of sitting here thinking, oh, I'm not sure if I want this, I'm not sure if this is any good, I'm not sure if this will make me happy. Looks like that's all changing for you, Libra. Right, you have mastered emotional security with this Saturn energy. Absolutely fantastic. Saturn is the karmic taskmaster. Right, let's have a look at this Hanged Man. Hierophant, interesting. Okay, Eight of Swords, King of Cups. What's that? Emotional. Oh, amazing. Leap of faith with this Fool on the outcome. And there's that death energy we were talking about. Death, transformation, death and rebirth, the changing of one thing to another, clearing out all of the old dead cack, exercising our demons, the things that are no longer any good for us, getting rid of them, creating space so that good things can come in, changing one thing to another. And it is that death energy that comes in before we get this temperance, this realignment, understanding a moderate way forward. Okay. Interesting also, I've just noticed this Hierophant. You've got two majors here. This is pretty big energy for you. So Hanged Man can talk about stasis. It can talk about a change of, you know, seeing things from a different perspective. And I think that's more about more in alignment with what we've got here with this Hierophant card. The Hierophant talks about, it can be spiritual gurus, spiritual beliefs, but the Hierophant talks about committed connections. Connections or commitments that come with some kind of contractual or spiritual agreement or obligation. So I think looking at this, there's definitely a change in perspective here for you with regards to commitments. You know, how you see commitments, your beliefs about them, that kind of thing. And then in the outcome, we've got the Eight of Swords and we've got the King of Cups. Beautiful. King of Cups could be the romantic partner card for you. It can point directly to Scorpio also, or a water sign, but the King of Cups is that real level of emotional mastery. As I said, this is that mastering emotional security with the King of Cups. There's a lot of emotional wisdom here, and I think there is an understanding for you here of how your difficult thought patterns, your thoughts about situations, or maybe not being able to see things clearly, your mind has stopped you from being able to move forward. You know, how your thoughts, your restrictive thoughts about emotional security have made situations difficult for you, whether they've sort of stopped you from being able to be fully intimate, have long-term partners. But definitely with this emotional mastery, with this Eight of Swords here, absolutely understanding how to move forward, clearing oppressive ideas. Fantastic about what commitment means, that kind of thing, right? And then in the outcome, we've got the Two of Wands, clarified by the wow, when you go big, Libra. So this Two of Wands, this is that setting out on a new path, doing things differently, putting your energy into different things. And we've got the Fool, absolutely fantastic. So this is the start of a new cycle here for you with this Fool energy. It's major arcana, talks about a leap of faith, following your instincts. So I think now that you've mastered your need for emotional security, which many of us don't do. We do make decisions based on emotionally what will make us secure. It looks like you're absolutely passing with flying colours. You understand about emotional security. You understand what's going to make you feel secure, and that's going to allow you to definitely follow your own instincts, take a leap of faith, do what you feel is right moving forward in the future, and absolutely get you out of this sense of apathy, looking at things thinking, oh my goodness, that's not great. Once you understand and you've mastered emotional security, you don't need to be happy. It'll broaden out, open up your options much more for you. Let's get you an oracle, Libra. What are you manifesting with this new moon in Scorpio on the 13th of October? Oh, hello, that's flipped out. Okay, so we'll be doing some readings about that closer to the time next week. We've got a message from your guides reading, so subscribe to be notified for that, and also feel free to catch up with your current month trilogy. This is the second eclipse we've had this month, so if you want to see a new moon eclipse, unexpected curveballs, that'll be in your playlist. Right, so what you're manifesting: selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Interesting. We'll pick that up on the 13th, Libra. I wish you clear eyes, a calm mind, and a resilient heart.